Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with this guy. That's me. Today you join us on the second part of our journey on the beef short rib buns. Yesterday, as you might remember, we put the ribs into the oven. We cooked it for 2.5 hours. They're melt in the mouth. Oh, so tender. It's lovely. You can eat that on your own. Today we're doing the bread part of it. So we're going to be making the dough for the beef short ribs to go into. And then we're going to cook them, and then we're going to eat them, and we're going to enjoy them. They're going to be good, I have a feeling. So look, at the end of the video today, I'm going to have a kind of a synopsis of what we've done over the last 2 days to kind of give you a run through of what the whole process is. And I'll also put up the bread recipe at the end of the video as well, so you'll be able to do a screenshot or whatever you need to do just to get the recipe to actually make the beef short rib buns yourself. And that's the whole point of this. I want you guys to try it. Try it and see how you get on. Like I decided to do it because, geez, I had an idea in my head and I said, fuck it, let's just do it. Like, you know, it might not work. I think it will. The last thing I'll say to you is, if you like the video, hit the like button, please. It really helps the channel out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know, really, come on, hit subscribe. It's down here, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. With that said, let's just jump into it and start the recipe. Next step is to put 110 grams of melted butter in here. And then one large egg, okay? Keep that in the whiskey business. And then to that, we're putting in 437 grams of plain flour. As you can see there, guys, it is starting to come away from the sides of the pan there. Now look at that. Oh yeah, that's looking so good looking there. Right guys, so next stage, we're just going to put a small bit of flour onto the board here. Lovely. And if you want to put a small bit of flour on your hands, just to avoid the dough sticking to them, I tell you, it's looking lovely dough. Roll it around the bench. Oh, it's looking beautiful. It's so soft. Right. So look, simple as that. It is now ready to go. It's gonna prove. I'm gonna put a small bit of oil in there. The cling film on top of that. Hey guys, so an hour to an hour and a half, and that should be at least double the size. So happy days. Okay guys, so that dough has had about an hour or so just to rise there, and like you can see, it's looking lovely. So next step now is to punch the air out of it. So this always gives me great pleasure. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me show you something here. So during that hour, I got the short ribs from yesterday, and I just shredded it. Look at that. Some of the flour on the table. So, see there. I've rolled out the dough now. Or the short rib. Again, just gather the corners up. So we've got 8 beef short rib meatballs ready to go. They're going to prove again now for another half an hour or so, and then we're going to stick them in the oven. Alright guys, so the last step before we put it in the oven, we just have to give them an egg wash, just to make sure they get nice and brown in the oven. So it's an egg and then just a small bit of milk. And gently, now gently lads, put it over, because what's happened over the last half an hour is that the bread, the meat buns have risen again. So we don't want to knock that. We do not want to knock the air out of it. And then the last step there, get some sesame seeds. And just put them over each one. These look great. Like I'm really chuffed with them. It's a 2-day process now. It's been a long while to do this. So we'll recap what we've done, right? So yesterday we started off with the beef ribs. We just seared them off, put a bit of red wine, a bit of stock, and 2 garlic bulbs in the sauce. Let it cook for 2.5 hours, which was amazing by itself. We could have had that ourselves. Then today we've added the dough. We made the dough. And we put the short rib into the buns. Like I've looked online here. I haven't seen anything like this before. Now it might be a disaster, but then again it might not. And those beef ribs on their own are fantastic. So either way, I think it's a win. But listen, thanks for coming on the journey. Right, get these in the oven, 180 for 25-30 minutes. Thanks, guys. So here you have it. The finished article. Super excited with this now. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Yeah, something else. Oh, it's lovely. The ribs are so moist. The bread is so bouncy. Look at that. I'm delighted. This is an idea I had, over the last week or so. Why don't we put beef short ribs into a bun? I didn't know if it was going to work. It has. Definitely has. It's amazing. A few little tweaks maybe next time is, instead of making kind of a ball or a bun, you could roll it out and put the beef short rib over the bread dough and then roll it up. Do it that way. But there's hundreds of different ways of doing things, As a first attempt, like, I can't fault it. Really, I think it's been. I think it's a win-win. I really do. But obviously I want to know what you guys think, and that's the whole point of this. I want you to see, could you do something differently, or is there something else that I missed out, or different types of flavorings. Like, that's the whole point of these videos is to learn and to kind of get ourselves cooking and get ourselves doing things. Look, with that being said, we're done. Done for this video, which I'm delighted. It took a long time. It was long. Like, I think it's in total it's about 40 minutes for you guys. It took a lot longer than that for me. And so just so I will say to you as well at the end, like, even with the beef short ribs yesterday, it's very simple. Like, you know, it's like some garlic, some wine, some stock into the oven for 2.5 hours. Done. And then the bread recipe today, you know, it is, once you follow the instructions, not too bad. That being said, I think I said that twice now. That being said, 3 times. Thank you for watching the video to the very end. And there's very few of you, but I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. You know, I don't know. Yeah, any ideas of what we could do next time would be great. I'm thinking maybe cheesecake, because the very first recipe on this channel is cheesecake, which I made maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was shocking. So I was thinking maybe doing that again, just to kind of right the wrongs of my past self. But any ideas will be gratefully received, and we'll go from there. Guys, thank you. Actually, sorry, like, subscribe, hit the bell. There you go. I'm a real YouTuber now. Thanks, guys.